be held at St George's Chapel in the grounds of Windsor Castle on Saturday. Well, joining me on the line now is Mohammed Shafiq. He met Prince Philip and is the CEO of the Ramadan Foundation, a UK Muslim organisation that works around bettering the understanding and dialogue amongst various communities. Good evening, Mohammed.
Good evening, Gulnaz.
Mohammed, you met the Prince on a couple of occasions. Tell us a bit about what it was like to meet him and how he was.
I met him for the first time in 1999 at a Buckingham Palace garden party, and he was very gracious, very respectful, and you're always very conscious of when you're meeting somebody of his generation, somebody who served in World War II with distinction, and then for decades has been serving the country and charities that he's been serving in this country, that you are really privileged to have met him. And obviously it's a very sad moment. Obviously he had a good life, 99 years. It's a good innings, as we would say. But it's very difficult for Her Majesty and the rest of the royal family, and obviously offer our condolences to them all at this very sad time.
What have you made of the response to his passing from Commonwealth countries, in particular those in South Asia?
Well, I think one of the things that people don't understand about Prince Philip, because sadly we kind of focus on some of the gaffes that he might have made and the offence that he caused, that we forget that Prince Philip has had a long-standing connection with Commonwealth country and the Commonwealth in general over the many years since he's been married to the Queen and been a senior member of the royal family. And so there's real appreciation for the Duke of Edinburgh Award. There's real appreciation for his standing within the international community, but also the contribution that he's made over many, many decades and the lives that he's helped change over that time. And I think there is a real sense of love and affection for Her Majesty. And just, our hearts go out to her and the rest of the royal family and to the rest of the country.
How was that exhibited in countries like India and Pakistan?
Well, so if you look at Pakistan and India, 1961 I think was the first time Prince Philip had gone out to the Indian subcontinent. They both with the Queen had gone in 1997, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of both countries, and you just see that love and affection that there is for the royal family. And yes, he has made gaffes from time to time, but how many of our elderly relatives, grandparents, great-grandparents would have made similar gaffes which we've overlooked? And I don't think you can judge Prince Philip's legacy and contribution based on those mistakes and 5% rather than disregarding the 95% positive things he's done. And there are places in Pakistan and India, Gulnawaz, who are participating in the Duke of Edinburgh scheme and taking huge advantage from that. And I think that'll be his long-lasting legacy for many years to come, being able to inspire young people to get involved in public service and to serve others in a voluntary capacity. And I think that'll be his epitaph.
He's done a great deal with charities and obviously the Duke of Edinburgh Award scheme that is named after him. Do you think that will be his lasting legacy? Absolutely.
Just as I said, I think for future generations who didn't have the privilege to have met him or to live during his time, they will see the Duke of Edinburgh Award scheme as something that has inspired young people across the world to make a difference, to stand up and to be counted and to be valued and listened to. And I think many of the people who've done the Duke of Edinburgh scheme, you talk to them, that's the feedback you get, that they feel as if they were respected, involved, and had a contribution to make. And I think that's the best way we can remember him.
Mohammed Shafiq, CEO of the Ramadan Foundation.